Yeah, rocking the raid boss. Tech 9 and armor for him. And on the side of the CTs, quite a fair few nades. Look at that. Not just one armor actually for Furlan. The rest picking up the utility and a 5-7 for Hyper. As they might have something quite special for us in store in this first round. Probably just looking to delay HellRaisers as best they can with those nades.
Angel's going to get a little peek towards Grubby, straight away around pillar at B. Not going to be able to find the shot that he was looking for, though. Meanwhile, the rest of the team stacking out in connector, about to burst through into restrooms. We saw Pete, he was up front earlier on in restrooms, but they've all backed away, gone a little bit more passive on towards A side, holding the angles, just hoping they can buy their time. A single flash and a smoke is available for HellRaisers as they burst onto A.
Here it comes. I'm not sure how much those nades are going to be useful at this point. Where are the smokes? Where are the flashes? Finally, they do come in, trying to keep themselves safe. But Dosia turns up, as does Pete. Wow. Quick flick of his wrist. He picks up two, but Kucha and Angel are not too far from it. As Grubby just struggling to kind of grasp gravity with that flash. Looks like it's going to be an easy one for Kucha, though, as he picks it up. And we find ourselves in a 1 versus 3. Grubby has very little to his name now. Nothing, in fact, as HellRaisers pick that one up and do so in a very convincing style.
Good start. That's what HellRaisers needed. Settle the nerves. Had a rocky beginning. I think they went 8-0 it was until they finished to pick up their first round against LGB. So to get that one on the board, that's a lively shirt. That's something you'd be wearing.
I could rock that.
You could definitely rock that, I think.
Hang on. That's a lot of rifles in the second round. We're going to see 2 AKs and a Galil then for HellRaisers with just the 2 SMGs. Adren and Dosi are the ones holding onto that one as Rana tries to make an impact with that Deagle, but pays pretty hefty price. Now with the Scout, it's going to be a little bit of a miss. As here comes Hunter Kucha. He finds one. Oh, and he could have just found the skull of one, but Rana backing away, realizing that those 25 points of health aren't going to get him too far.
Well, that was the Scout investment that went down there as well. Pete that managed to drop it. Furlan picking up Dozier. That's going to give him a gun. Although he
hasn't picked it up.
Chosen to not pick it up. Not too sure. It was a Mac 10, I think it was, wasn't it? It was down there. Looked like an SMG of some variety. Angel continuing to be a nuisance over down at B side, and that's keeping Grubby and Hyper busy while the rest of his team push along long A. And look around restrooms. Rallen with the Deagle. It's really the only man that's at A site at the moment. Everybody else pushes away. Look at Furlan. Furlan's gone all the way down the tunnels. He's going hunting. He's almost in the T-spawn.
Yeah, he can actually find the back of Angel here if Angel doesn't check. I think he seems quite paranoid. Looks like Hyper's going to have to do a whole lot here. Just dive through the smoke with a 5-7. Finds Adren. Now into a 3v3. Does manage to get himself into the security of long. That body armor keeping him safe and sound for now. But Ranan's Deagle does do something. What's going to be the tag? And if this round goes their way, those rifles that they invested in, HellRaisers already made this very, very costly. And finally, it's going to be down to Grubby. Oh my god, he got Kucha. The bomb's loose and just 10 seconds left. I don't know if they're going to do this.
It's got to run and hide. Oh, the flame!
Oh my god!
15 health. And he's going to keep hold of this one. Angel hasn't got time. He's just trying to find him. And that was a round for eBettle when all they really had was a Scout and a couple of pistols. And HellRaisers, they'd invested heavily. You said it yourself at the start. There was a lot of rifles being picked up.
Yeah, 2 AKs and a Galil. I mean, that's crippling then for HellRaisers. So where do they take this one? Immediately snatching 3 FAMAS and 2 UMP. As where on earth does this put HellRaisers? They still have the rifle for Angel, that's for certain. The full armor and Tech 9s as well, as they're going to look to try and force this one straight back. Kick eBettle back down a gear. As I think they're considering pushing straight through this smoke. They are going to do that, but followed by the flash. It's going to be a 1-for-1, but Grubby makes it 2. Back and forth we go, as it looks like the T-side have already made a big impact on towards the side.
Yeah, Rallen tagged heavily as he jumped out of sniper to straight down into pit there. Pete going to come around with the UMP though. Going to try and catch him in the smoke. Now, we saw this yesterday. If he just creeps on through, he should be able to find Adrian. Before he gets that bomb plant in and gets himself a second, Furlan comes on through, gets Angel and Dozier, and suddenly the cleanup crew for eBettle works wonders. And HellRaisers, well, they tried something different. They tried to go for that B hit. Didn't work out for them. And now it's going to force HellRaisers into a pistol.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be whatever they can scrape together. It's going to be, I think that's 2 PT-50s, Deagle, and the flash for Adren. As we're going to be seeing the 3 M4s, and excuse me, 5 rifles really, let's not go through it. As this should most definitely be their round. Looking to catch them off with the flash. Nothing going to happen there though, as the smoke is going to be enough to keep them just staring a little away from Monster. And it looks like they're just going to try the same again. Rinse and repeat. Throw bodies towards B.
Catch Hyper out.
Here they come. Hyper's heavily flashed, but manages to manipulate something away from the site. Not going to be enough. Grubby trying to turn up big, though, with the M4. As he does connect onto one. And if HellRaisers could just take a couple more kills here, they're going to be very happy with this round. It's going pretty well for them. As the bomb's in, and they're still starting to find rifles.
Good pistol round so far. And now Moo with an M4
God.
spins around, gets himself two, can make it three, and he will! And that is HellRaisers returning the favour with a pistol of their own. The anti-ecos back and forth between two teams as we go 2-2. And that now means, of course, eBettle will be back to the pistols. Economy can be completely broken by both teams.
Yeah, this is so back and forth. One for HellRaisers, followed by the two for eBettle. And HellRaisers kicking them back. It's going to be 2-2 then, as the rifles this time are in HellRaisers' court. And let's see if the CTs can make a fraction of the impact that HellRaisers just did with their P250s. Looks like Pete is just going to be playing the waiting game in towards restrooms. And still very cautious from HellRaisers. That's nice though. Adrian onto Furlan, who was trying to take an inch, and it wasn't going to happen.
Rallen getting Angel down in tunnels there. That's going to recover for Masters. About all they can get, but it's the best they could hope for from that situation. Pete just lingering in that smoke around restrooms. Didn't get taken down. They're going to feel it. He maybe wasn't there. But Kucha manages to go and stick it around. Playing it safe there. Didn't want to get caught out. And this is the thing, when you're in against these anti-ecos, you've got to check every little corner. It was a little costly for HellRaisers, but not too bad. They only lost Angel and Mo. And they do secure themselves the round 3-2. Let's see where they can take it. eBettle, they're going to have to go for another save.
Yeah, secure themselves the round and secure then the AWP for Mo going into our 6th round here. Looking to see HellRaisers off the back of a very, very tight game on Overpass, doing exactly the same thing again, taking this map, opting to take this map in a best of one again. Maybe learning from their mistakes potentially, and
Angel's going fast.
Looks like Angel's trying to catch them off guard here. They've only got a couple of nades and a pistol between them. That's nice for one, but backing away potentially as he wants to try and keep them busy on the site. Grubby does get flashed up, but they are kind of keeping the T side in check. As I say that, Adrian makes it difficult. It all comes down to what Hyper can do. He's been in this position time and time again, does get flashed in by his teammate, and that's one. With one rifle and the two remaining, not too sure how much they can get out of this one, as it looks like HellRaisers are starting to orientate themselves towards A.
They saw them, they get that little peek, they saw them backing away, so they're going for A side. They're going to try and rotate for this. Furlan's going to be the one man that stays behind.
See ya.
But quick and easy for Dozier as he bursts in, takes down Pete. Furlan and Hyper. Hyper's just going to hang on to that rifle. He's going to back away. Furlan's going to see if he can pick anything up with his P250, but Dozier single tapping his way
so
into that wall. Gets himself another. And that's going to be 4-2 for HellRaisers, so finally starting to steady themselves a little here. Of course, they picked up that AWP. It was a big investment, and they've held onto it.
Yeah, nothing actually coming from Hyper into a falling Kucha. Actually, they're going to continue to hunt here. I think they want to take that risk. They want to make it as difficult for eBettle to forge an economy. He knows exactly where he is. Does bring him down to 32. Is going to be able to steal the weapon as well. And that's going to be 3 in quick succession, actually, for HellRaisers. And they're also down level on that scoreboard. I mean, the top 4 are within 2 frags of each other.
And I was saying earlier, we were watching the LGB HellRaisers game, and we were talking about Dozier. Like, if Dozier's not on point, sometimes you'll find HellRaisers struggle. Now, obviously, we spoke to Angel, and he said, you know what, I did an in-game lead by just winning and going and getting the kills myself. But now Dozier's starting to find those shots. I start to worry for eBettle, because he just picked himself up a triple there, and he made it look easy. Now, they've got the stack here. Angel comes around, completely expects it, takes down Rallen, and that puts them in an awkward situation. They did lose out, though, to Kucha, dying down to Pete. Hyper, sorry, down long.
Yeah, and so as things start to calm down for just a second, T-side starting to push on back towards B. That's going to be difficult, excuse me, as Grubby does get that frag, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be the rotate. It is. Dozier and Mo. Oh, damn you. It's going to be...
the grenade's going to be good.
A little bit of a rotate. Pete trying to catch them off guard there, but it costs him his life as he throws out a flash as a last-ditch attempt to delay. But time is aplenty at this point. 50 seconds for the T side to manipulate into the site. Hyper and Grubby Probably just going for an intel gather here, and it looks like he's going to push right on through connector, which is just a more and more... I mean, the further he pushes, the further he's away from A, which worries me.
Good distraction. Dozier literally just collected that smoke and immediately threw it out. Hyper's actually covering off the position, but he gets tagged down to 26, and Dozier has the scent. He's got himself the bomb in hand, though, so he has to try and get the plant down, and Grubby getting a couple of tags from long there. Modo's going to find the angle, will manage to cut him down. Now it's all Hyper. With the bomb down, he has to be the one that goes aggressive, and this is a real tricky situation. Dozier just shows the shoulder, and that's all Hyper needed. He's already got himself a double. He challenges onto Mo, but Mo cuts him down. AWP-on-AWP action. And HellRaisers will take it 5-2.
Yeah, and that round could have been a lot different if Hyper had hit that first shot on the cross. It was a little too difficult for him. He got tagged up and in the process, and actually that round could have just been just in eBettle's hands if shots had gone their way. But HellRaisers already demonstrating why they are regarded as one of the favorites coming into this group. It looks like Pete, I was going to say he's going to go aggressive. Does just have a 5-7 though, as eBettle are forced once again to just sit on the pistols.
Angel's going to be the man that finds the action
all the time, but Ralan was expecting it. A nice pickup with the P250.
Yeah, just tucked in the corner there. Didn't quite check all of the angles, which, you know, this is a map that we were talking about when they had Overchime, where actually when we were watching it was like, you know, the pistols, but there is a lot of angles you can hide in, and sure as hell, HellRaisers won that anti-eco.
And this is exactly what we're talking about. You know, you talk about tight angles, Molotovs, that's what you need, and Ralan's actually going to use that rifle beautifully into the head of Kucha. And so, the three terrorists starting to play a little bit more cautious. So you can see perfect trained aim there from Mo as he finds one. Now, 3 CTs remain. That rifle from Ralan is still there. He's already picked up 2, potential a 3rd here. As the smoke is going to make it difficult. That's a double smoke, in fact, but he just walks on through. He wants to take that sniper out of Mo's hands. He's going to get caught by the tag, but that's a beautiful trade out. That's 3. And now, with a very low health Adrian and Dozier, this is doable.
That's a really awkward situation for the bomb to drop in as well. Like you said, Adrian, he's just going to get tagged out. Pete could take him down easily with his 5-7, but Adrian is quicker to the draw, and they do manage to find Ralan. Dozier literally just picked up that AK and immediately puts it to work. 6-2, HellRaisers. Now they're starting to look good. But eBettle, that was a pistol round for them. They've got themselves some rifles. Let's see. Pete's going to have to be pretty big with this AWP. Hyper had it last time, and Hyper did great work with it. So we'll see if he goes for a challenge. He did push down long last time, and it looks like he's going to do it again. Meanwhile, Angel, he's going to go straight through tunnel. This is something Angel's done round after round after round, and he's been successful. Now, obviously, we were talking about, actually, the LGB game. I'm going to refer to it a lot because there was a lot that happened in that one. But Angel was dealing with Zevez very well in this exact same position. On the flip side, he was on the CT, of course, on the defense, and he was dealing with Zevez every time they came through tunnel. So clearly this is his area of expertise on the attack. Adrian with him. Hyper tucked up close at Monster, and Adrian's going to try and rattle some shots through. Pete's going to find Mo. They're about to challenge each other, but that flash made him a little worried. Grenades also going to flash back through. Caught the shoulder, but he doesn't land the shot.
Not just yet. Pete backing away, and you know the question has to be raised when you are using this double AWP setup, and one person starts missing their shots. You know, is there a conflict that arises? Do you start saying Hyper would have hit that? That's certainly not good for team morale. That's for certain. This setup starts to feel very default. This is a very kind of, it feels standard for the CT side. You can see that 3-2 split. Grubby and Hyper the ones on B in this kind of hold, especially just jumping for intel towards restrooms and along. Looks like the execute's coming in there from the T side. That's 4 smokes currently plumed on the site, and the T side are about to emerge through it. Looks like it's going to be a 1-for-1 for now.
Furlan in a great position to try and stop that, but again, they're checking the angles, they're not letting anything through. Now, Pete, can he try and catch the bomb planter just behind the boxes? Didn't quite get a glimpse of the angle. Grubby is going to get across, but that bomb plant down, this is a good 4-man hold here. Pete starts things off, though. They're on the retake. Grubby, if he can hit this shot, it's going to turn things badly in their favor. Finds into restrooms, almost took his teammate down, but they've managed to turn it a great situation. And from a 4-man plant and hold, HellRaisers somehow lost the round.
Yeah, they do have the kit. That's going to be an easy defuse then coming in, courtesy of Grubby, and a much-needed 3rd for eBettle if they want to stay in this one. Maybe that was all the teddy bear kind of whispering, they're making the calls. That's actually their in-game leader, Lee. I've heard good things about Teddy Bear in-game leader. We'll try and get an interview with him after the game.
I'll get Jason on that one. Another 20-minute interview. See if he can do that with the Teddy. Yeah, see if he can last that one. Actually, it's Lauren doing the next interview. She'd love that.
Yeah, well, okay, just give her a teddy bear and say go.
Here's your birthday. Now interview this teddy bear. Yeah, that'd go down great. Here we go, though. This is going to be a B push. HellRaisers been relatively successful here, and Kucha's already making his way through Monster. He's got Mo backing him up, and Angel just bursts on through the rest of the other side. Now they're coming in towards Pillar. Angel just running around corners, finding heads.
He is just relentless all day, every day, pushing up towards short, and he's finding frags more often than not. Now, with the bomb down and 5 HellRaisers still standing, Ferland and Pete might want to be considering the save, and they're going to do just that.
It's a nice boost.
That is a very nice boost. Kucha going to have the drop on Verland potentially here. The CT is just going to start finding angles that they can hold and feel comfortable in. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose both these weapons here, because Doja is in restrooms, and he's starting to hear footsteps.
He's ready and waiting. The second they come around, perfect pixel placement. Does he expect the second?
Yes.
Just makes it look easy, really.
That was lovely. I think he just realised they were probably holding hands going free. I mean, there's a little park down there. You can set it up, relax, cycle your bike around.
They were taking the teddy bear out there. That's why they were going with it. Oh, my God.
A teddy bear picnic.
A teddy bear picnic.
Oh, there was a great line there.
Oh, you missed that one.
I missed it.
I spoiled it for you as well now. I felt like I've ruined it for you. Ruined your moment. But here we go. PT50s for eBettle. It's going to be another save. Well, it's going to be Angel and Doji this time pushing through connector. Angel's Molly not going to flush out Pete. He's not quite pushed too far.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they won 5 rounds in a row, eBettle respond with just the one, and then HellRaisers pick up the next. That's their economy completely screwed. And Angel just, what was that, spraying wildly? I think he knew Pete had made his whereabouts known, but Ferland hadn't. And so gets the drop and gets the rifle.
Oh, Doji is ready. They're going aggressive. He's just going to run straight in. Easy spray down for him there. And that was the AK that actually collected, so rifle's immediately been taken straight back out of his hands. Rallen and Hyper trying to just keep a hold of connector. That's where they're expecting people to burst out of, but we can see Kucha's already on long. Adrian's in party. Mo's going along long as well. Doji is going to be the one man that will most likely find Hyper.
Yeah, certainly should. In fact, it's actually going to be all onto Rallen now with the PT50. He's just going to try and catch a couple of HellRaisers off guard. Not going to be the easiest feat, but he is within their proximity. Adrian does find it, though. And we find ourselves in a very comfortable place for HellRaisers. 8 rounds on the T side here in their second round game. Not looking as tested as they did against LGB. Not forgetting just how strong LGB jumped out of the gate. What was it, 13-2 on the half? I don't want to get that wrong.
Yes, yeah, 13-2, yeah.
13-2. And so HellRaisers T-side
14-6 and then 15-8, I think.
Yeah, much more comfortable. As look at all these nades flying out then towards the site. Just pistols though, and I wouldn't be surprised if Angel does exactly what Angel does best. That's again and again through short. Looking to do something. Of course, it is just pistols for eBettle, but that's pretty much where they've been for a while. As no armor, but it's a 3v2.
Ferland did a good job of equaling things up there from connector. Got a couple of shots through the door. Angel's now still challenging, and now he's holding the angle so intently that Grubby's going to get the chance to come around, take him down to 16 health. But now Ferland with just 24 health, he's trying anything through the wall. It's a wall bang battle and unable to find the bullets. Mo's making the wrap around, but it doesn't matter. He pushed out and Angel picked up 9-3. Great T-side from HellRaisers now.
Yeah, 4K for Angel in that round, just mopping up. It doesn't matter if they've got rifles or not. He walks through short, makes it his own. And he's been instrumental in these pushes on towards that B site. I think that's, what is that, 17? Good God, 17 frags in just the first
on
half.
the T side as well. He got 37 in the previous matchup on this. Obviously, that was including overtime as well. Hit a 30 bomb before we hit overtime. Oh, Ferland, you can't afford to miss shots like that in this tournament. And the Grubby, well, he does get Angel down. But with Ferland missing out, Doja gets away with his life. Now they're pushing, bursting in towards B site. Hyper on Toxic, trying to keep them at bay, trying to use those barrels, but Mo will find their head, and he gets himself another as Kucha comes around. Yeah. Are they going to expect Rallen, though? Because they've just took one out in this position. Yeah, Mo's still holding the angle. You can see through the slide there. Oh, Molly's going to flush him out.
Yeah, and I think we're starting to see a bit of a pattern develop. HellRaisers can win the Angels. That's essentially what's happening. And every time, you see Hyper missing shots, he's got a perfect flash on 3, doesn't find one. Yeah. These are situations where it's just eBettle demonstrating they're probably not quite ready for the major. And of course, as you said before, if any of your individuals aren't quite up to par, it's going to be very difficult.
They're in a really awkward situation where they don't actually control B, yet HellRaisers haven't planted and got to control B either. Rallen's actually decided to finally push on through, but Dozier on the hunt around the back. He's going to get in a perfect angle. He's going to find Rallen. Oh, one just up behind him. Does find Rallen. And now he knows there's another across the side. He's expecting somebody to be in and around here, and he will find him. We don't quite catch the duel, but Kucha did take Furion down. Furlan, sorry. He's not Furion. I was getting all excited on the... What was that film? Furions. It's Vin Diesel. I can't think what it is.
Oh, Chronicles of Riddick.
That's the one. Nailed it. Boom, boom.
Ow,
I really missed that. I'm glad nobody could see that.
That's really good job.
A really bad fist pump. We missed it completely there. 10-3, HellRaisers. I think HellRaisers are doing a much better job than we are right now. Yeah, for certain. God, Furion, you've triggered some sort of weird Vin Diesel nostalgia now. As 5 FAMAS. I keep calling it FAMAS now because of bloody Americans. But they're coming around, and it looks like it's going to be easy for Kucha and Rallen, the little duo doing something in long. But that's going to be a quick response, though, from Mo, as he challenges out with the long, with the AWP on long. Pete and Rallen, yeah, they're going aggressive. This time around, it is going to be a restrooms push. Angel, Adrian, and Dozier all there. Mo with the bomb, holding angle. Oh, no, actually, Dozier's going to switch it across. We might see this transfer into a B move. Depends what Dozier can do. Adrian does get a dual trade with Pete, who got Angel down. He's got a peek around. He knows that Rallen's just around that corner, which is always going to smoke it off. He needs to check to the right, which is exactly where Furlan's coming. With that FAMAS, should be an easy shot. Gets himself a double tap into the dome of Adrian. Back of the head execution. But that gives us an interesting angle for Mo. And he will deal with Furlan, taking it into a 2-on-3, but Rallen's pushed on round, got himself into party. Now Dozier, all on his own, 2-on-1.
Yeah, he hoovered up some nades as well. That's going to aid his push. He's got Molly now to work with. That's going to be able to clear out and reduce the places that the CTs, can hide. As a smoke and potential plant coming in. Does clear out the Molly himself. 17 seconds though, and oh, I think he's played this beautifully. He's going to have the drop on Grubby, but Grubby flicks around and finds it to secure the 4th for his team. eBettle though, and what state are they in? They should be able to get majority rifles. In fact, they can get them all. As you can see, the drops coming in, and it's going to be the 2 M4, 2 FAMAS, and an AK then. As I think we are going to be seeing a very comfortable looking HellRaisers going into this final round. Not sure if they're going to be going for... They basically have kind of 3 or 4 plays they've been falling back to. And this one is going to be involved, that bomb being dropped around Playground. Adrian.
Angel hung back and did a long smoke there. But the rest of his team weren't on the same page. It did go out in the right place, but I think because eBettle, they've been pushing up aggressively down long so often and in towards restrooms. They were completely expecting it. You see Mo, he's just like creeping along. There's no one here. I don't know what's going on. Angel, meanwhile, does find Pete, gets a tag on him, but doesn't manage to take him down. 17 helps, manages to escape. They've actually got a bit of a stack on B sides at the moment, and that's possibly going to backfire on them.
Depends what Angel can do. If Angel finds an open on towards short, I wouldn't be surprised if that bomb goes that way because he's been so consistent with doing it. And he's at connector once again. That's nice from Rallen then, as he deletes the possibility of a push onto B. And so they realize HellRaisers start to encroach on towards this A site, but there is so many CTs in so many different angles. It's going to be a missed shot as well from Mo. That's not something you see so often, so enjoy that, savor that, eBettle. As Furlan does find the body of Adren, and it looks like this could very well be the end. It's all onto Mo, and Pete deletes him. 5-10 then the score in eBettle. They're picking up the occasional round, very staggered rounds, that's for certain, and HellRaisers hitting double figures on the half. Yeah, minimal recovery for eBettle there, just saving their blushes a little, taking it to 10-5. But still, HellRaisers, that was their T side. We already saw they have a 12-3 CT side against LGB. Now, LGB, you would argue, are a stronger team than eBettle that HellRaisers have already taken down, albeit through overtime. So you've got to assume now, as we move into the CT side, they will be the stronger of the two. Let's see how the pistols work out, though, because this can often be a big difference in the start of these matches. Yeah, and here we go, and actually, again with the utility, I'm seeing I think I just throw an early Molotov. I do, you can hear it. They do throw it out to try and clear the barrels. That's going to mean a real early push, and Angel's already found the head of Grubby. This could spell trouble, but a quick response as Dozier does get hit right in the skull. as we see ourselves in a little bit of a dire strait here. Angel looking for his second. They're going to find it easily, though, and that means Rylan knows there's 2 players in that side of the map at minimum. Now, 4v3, thanks to Rylan as he finds 2 further, and again, this flurry of frags leaves Mo in a pretty horrible position as he's been closed in on by the 3 remaining eBettle members.
Good pistol from eBettle. Good take and hold there. Managed to pour on through, and HellRaisers, who honestly had a fantastic beat defense against LGB, caught a little napping there. Didn't manage to hold the angles. I think Adrian, who came around the back, if he'd have managed to win out that duel just outside of Monster, it could have caused a serious problem from eBettle because he would have flanked them. But as it was, they hold steady. So, UMP, 2 Galils and 2 AKs. Kucha's the one that's gone aggressive in restrooms, gets a little peek and nade, but not going to find anything. Simply information gathering. Hyper's the one that's pushing down long.
Yeah, he does catch a glimpse, and that's all he's going to catch. Down long towards this jumping Mo. He's really just risking it. Takes a bullet to the chest because of it. And we're going to be seeing a very, very slow push from eBettle. They know this round should be theirs. They know the economy favors them heavily. But hell, I mean, you've got a fully armored 3 CTs with the 5.7/P250. The P250 does nothing for Kucha, though, as Raden connects, and we see ourselves getting staggeredly close to a 7-10 scoreline. It does come down to where that bomb goes, though, and I think the CTs are happy to hold these tight angles and just hope to take these rifles away from eBettle.
I like this. This is what we saw from Penta yesterday. eBettle taking it easy, taking it slow, holding back, not worrying about those fact that there could be pistols in and around every single little corner. We can see, of course, a big rotate and absolutely nobody from HellRaisers in B site. This is going to be an easy take and plan. Hyper doing just about everything he can to keep them distracted. They finally get him down, but, well, they are all out of sorts. I think they realized it. Now they're going for the rotate, but Pete's going to get that plant down. Grubby in a perfect position with that UMP to just shut them down as they come around the corner.
Yeah, and this is something we're seeing so much of on primarily these newer maps, Cobble and Overpass. We're seeing a great deal of these fakey plays where one man even just sells it perfectly. Couple of nades, making his presence known, and it's working more often than not. As eBettle they don't want to take the risk. You don't want to be pushing into tight angles, and there's plenty of them on that A site. Instead, they just kind of keep it slow, keep the CTs on edge over towards A, and then sprint over towards B, secure the plant and the round. And looks like they're going to be able to maintain 2 of the 3 armors they invested into that one, HellRaisers, and a Galil as well, which they pinched from Hyper.
So 10-7, HellRaisers losing the opening couple of rounds. What you'd expect after the pistol. Now we'll see what they've got. Are they going to pause anything? They can't really afford to. They've got nothing. So, did they? Yeah, they did invest the armor. I was going to say, did they invest full head armor in that last round? They did.
Full armor.
Wasn't paying attention to that one. The Angel, of course, did hold on to that Galil, didn't manage to rescue. Does mean it's going to create a really awkward situation. Dozier and Mo are going to be walking the way down long. Kucha's going to join them, but Hyper and Pete, again, playing it passive, sitting back, not rushing into anything, so they're not going to burst around this corner. Dozier won't get a chance to surprise them unless Hyper keeps on creeping forward.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to be taking that risk. Certainly didn't in the previous round, and actually, wow, big from Angel, using that one rifle that his team currently possesses to pick up a frag. Dozier looking to add to that collection, and he does. This should not be a second. He gets him dangerously close to as Hyper down to 22. Is finally going to meet his demise, though, but already damage done, and it's a 3v3, and Angel still has that rifle.
Yeah, Hyper taken down to 22 health as well. Kucha is the one that could be a big difference. Oh, he's going to be able to just creep himself out of restrooms, gets out alive. Doesn't even get touched by that AK spray, so they're going to try and switch things up once again. It looks like another slow crawl back around to B, wrap around T side. Adrian is over there. Has done a fantastic job in tunnels previous to it. He's going creeping down connector. He's going straight towards T spawn. He could catch P in the back here. Will he hear the footsteps? I think he did.
I think he's going to make the call to his team. He did, and quite literally, as he heard those footsteps, Kucha and Angel on the way to B. They're going to be getting themselves comfortable, as Adrian has potential to rip the T side. And,
they just need to delay them from planting here. That's all Angel's got to do while Adrian comes around the back.
Angel could do this through the smoke. He's going to be emerging it. This could go beautifully well for him. That's going to be a double spray down. And now it's all onto Furlan. He's gone as well. As it was actually Kucha who snatches the final with the pistol. They're looking for the bomb. It's our little hunt.
I think they're trying to hoover up AKs. Maybe, yeah, there we go. Kucha's going to get himself an AK. Is there any more for Angel to collect? Yes, there we go. Just passes it off. Kucha finds himself another. Nicely done, HellRaisers from, well, an eco. Just, what was it, 2 head armors and a single Galil. That's all they had in that. And they do manage to catch out eBettle. And this is obviously a real problem for eBettle because they're the rounds they can't afford to lose in these tournaments, these situations. The qualifier for a major. Obviously, this is where the best teams can really shine through.
Yeah, and I mean, you say best teams. Angel has been the best player in this best team in this game. I mean, look at him go. 22 this time, 37 before.
And he's the in-game leader.
And he's the in-game leader, yeah. True fragging style, and you see this time and time again that just some individuals just have a real tendency to not really have down days. I haven't seen Angel at the bottom of the scoreboard for a while, especially, you know, during that Pro League where HellRaisers started to kind of struggle.
Yeah, that's what I loved what he said in the interview when I asked him. He was like, well, they were 12-3 down. What did you say at half-time? How did you kill him, you guys around? He's like, at that point, words won't do anything. You just have to perform. You just have to play. And that's, well, what he did. Getting 37 kills in the previous matchup. Could match it with another 30 bomb here. He's the man that holds off B's site. And it's keeping the eBettle away there because they're going A-long.
Yeah, Mo's going to make the call. He does see Rallen, and that's a risky peek there. AKV AWP, and it's no everyday AWP either. Mo has been instrumental since his addition to HellRaisers. Kind of a couple of raised eyebrows when he first appeared in the team, but he's already proved his worth time after time. That smoke's going to make it difficult for him to hit this shot, though, followed by the flash. Nice, solid nades, though, from the T side. But Kucha has a wide open aim, and I think this should go his way. Saying again, though, eBettle have already cracked into one. That's the AWP now down, and I think the bomb's going to be surely following it.
Nice take there. Team eBettle working their way through, but it's a 2-on-1. Make that a 2-on-2 as Angel strikes with Dozier. And now it's all Furlan. He's going to come around. Dozier's just popping heads. And that was a beautiful retake from HellRaisers. No nonsense stuff from Dozier and Angel. The B squad turns up and just rips A apart.
Yeah, real incredible stuff from HellRaisers. Another one of those examples of rounds eBettle shouldn't lose. We were talking about them before. That was one of them. HellRaisers just demonstrating that they should be picking this win up. 12-7 then, and that's going to be another eco for the T side. A P250. In fact, 2 of them, a Tech 9, CZ, and a third one picked up as well for Rallen. So, off the back of what looks like, I can only assume is going to be a stacked T round. Yep, they are just charging through the tunnel towards short.
Uh-oh, is it going to Angel as well? Angel's ready for this. She's just peeking, that nade is ready.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's going to be so perfectly timed. It manages to catch Pete, Hyper, and Grubby all as they come. And now Dozier just switches his angle, manages to rattle the shots through, doesn't land on anything. And now Furlan's actually going to try and push his position.
Fancies his chances, but Adrian's going to put him to bed, as that's just going to be too damn easy for HellRaisers. The T-side running into a brick wall with the HellRaisers logo sprayed upon it. And that's going to be then 7-13 and 3 rounds away for HellRaisers to advance in this winner's bracket.
It's gone as expected for HellRaisers. I think they were very much caught napping against LGB. It was a shocking start for them, but they managed to recover well. Now eBettle struggling to string any results together here, trying to get this rifle round into their belt. And they're going to try the same situation. This time they're going to pile through Monster. They're going to run through the flames, but Dozier and Angel once again in position. Angel's actually going to flank around the back from Adrian's joined them already, but that's going to be Adrian down. Now Dozier's the target, but he's in pit, and he's not so easy to route out, and he gets himself a second, switches to pistol. Is he able to get a third? You'll bet your life it is. And now he manages to come around. He's got the support of Angel. Pete took down Kusha and Dozier as the bomb plant goes in. It's a 2-on-2 as HellRaisers need to slow it down as Mo comes in to try and support.
He's on the hunt. Angel, no matter what side he's on, he seems to find himself on short. Not going to be making the plays this time, though, as Pete finds his third. It's going to be Furlan to wrap it all up and secure a vital round for eBettle. They needed that one. They needed to stave off 14. I mean, it's not going to topple the HellRaisers economy. They've picked up far too many rounds for that, but it's a start. It's a leg up. And it is going to continue to put the AWP, this time in the hands of Hyper.
Good quickening of the pace there from eBettle, following on from where they left off. And maybe that's what they're going to feel is going to work out for them. Let's see how quick they go here, because Mo's going to be charging down to connector. He's going to challenge out Grubby as he gets a look around. I think that was Was that a flash that hit him in the head? I didn't see whether it was a flash or smoke. It was a flash, wasn't it? It
Just bounced off his noggin.
Catch him in the noggin, yeah. But either way, didn't do a great deal for him because Grubby still got taken down. Furlan over on B on his own with Dozier, while the rest of the team take a little peek towards A. But the bomb's been left very much at the back. eBettle just trying to bide their time and figure out any opening opportunities. Now they're in a 4v5.
Yeah, 4 versus 5. Starting to be a problem for eBettle. When they do lose that first man, they have been having a bit of a tendency to fall just a little short. Boost coming in, going to be putting Ralen up. That seems to be something he does prefer. And every single time you think, do you really want to be challenging AKV Orb up against Mo? He's been trying it and has actually been supported by the smokes from his team every single time. This is, again, the jump for intel. Here comes the XQ though. Furlan's first smoke is going to be the one that obscures Mo's vision, and here comes the wave of terrorists as they charge on towards the site. That's big from Ralen. The rotate coming in from Dozier and Angel already, but Furlan's ready for Angel from behind, and now Adrian trying to catch that planter off. Doesn't, but may be able to make an impact. Furlan with a second, starting to understand why the AWP was in his hands this round. And Dozier probably just going to be able to tickle Ralen to death. Not even going to be able to get that, as eBettle pick up their second consecutive round.
Great round for eBettle. Again, this time they showed the aggression onto A site. They did it before. They managed to get into A site, if you remember. Last time, Dozier and Angel were the ones that poured on into the site and managed to get that recap out. Now, a little conversation between HellRaisers there. They are at 13-9. They need to be careful this doesn't slip a little more. They are going to have to go onto a pistol. They've tried to 5-man stack A site, but we can see eBettle completely going the other way, and they're going to get in towards B easily.
So this could be the first time on T side that eBettle have picked up 3 consecutively.
You would hope they do as well, with the situation they're in.
Certainly wouldn't rule out HellRaisers, but yeah, with the bomb down as well.
He's just ran right in.
They just strolled in, and it's understandable that HellRaisers are just going to get mocked up, looking to try and take anyone down. I think Hyper's going to be the lowest we're going to see on the side of eBettle, as Mo with a USP and an angle. And Roland's he's checking that out as well. He is ready to catch him out. And how has he got this much confidence? And he's still going to check it. Yeah, Roland is so convinced.
It's a standard spot though as well when you're trying to hide. But why would you try to hide and save with the USP? I guess he could have thought maybe he had head armor.
Catch someone rotating around.
Yeah,
that's what he was looking for. But we are going to be seeing the pause called as eBettle do find double digits, something that HellRaisers found at the end of the first half. And now, you know, we're just 6 rounds away from the end of this one, and it's clear that eBettle are posing a bit more of a threat than first anticipated.
Yeah, a little pause, little discussion. Now, last time they had a pause, it was, what, 9-1 down? Not quite such a dire situation for them. A little chance to top up and prepare. Quiet thoughts, quite calm between the team. Clearly, crystal clear comms between them. So they are just figuring out 13-10. They only need 3 rounds to close it out. But as you said, that this is now the 3rd round running for eBettle. It is not exactly a full buy for HellRaisers. They will have full rifles, but they're not going to have amazing utility. You can see they've only got about 4K each. So 4.7 for Adrian. He'll be fine, but the rest of the board, they're going to be able to get themselves at least a smoke and a flash in. What, Adrian? Which is, that's not what you want to buy when you're pretty low on money.
Okay, little investment there from Adrian, feeling confident.
What's he planning on? What's he planning with this?
He wants to be a Greek god.
Where's Adrian going?
He wants to be a Greek god, Lee.
That had to have been a misclick.
The chances are it was.
He had 4.7k. Is he really? No, he's just expelled it. I was just going to say, is he really expecting to catch somebody?
I would have been impressed, but
that's what, 400 investment. That was either a smoke which he'd already got, but that was a flash that he could have used, and we'll see if it works against him.
Yeah, we'll see if one smoke does kind of play the part, considering how little they do have. And already, Adrian and Angel, 1 apiece. The double A's looking powerful in that one. Little battery joke there for you. That's going to see Ralen take down Mo. It's a 3v3. Or more of a 3 versus 2.5, because good on Ralen is kicking about with just 10 points of health. He's backing away from long, and it looks like the entire side for eBettle is going to turn their attention towards that pick from Hyper. They were starting to go towards Connector, but I think that's all they're going to need. And now Adrian looking a little paranoid.
Hyper got a great little boost. So sat on the top of that box and just got a little peek over the top there, over the smoke. Now, 33 seconds. They've still got to get the bomb plant in. That molly is going to keep Adrian away, so that should buy them the time they require. Doji's on the rotate, but he's a long way coming, so it's all on Adrian still to stop this bomb plant. He knows it's there. He just managed to find himself one. Catches the angle. The gun just peeking out there. This is doable by Doja. Oh, the spray down not going to work, and Grubby manages to get himself a double. And eBettle at 11-13. Surely we're not getting another overtime.
Oh my God, if this happens. I mean, oh my, the fact that they hit double digits is an achievement in itself. Now, HellRaisers on to just the pistols for a potential 12th for eBettle. And I'm starting to sit up a bit straight, Elite. Let's see.
Paying attention a little closer.
A little more.
It's a 5-man rush into B. Dozi's the only man that's there right now. He does manage to catch a great flash. Can he get a couple down? Oh, he really needed to find a couple of heads and start popping them, start dropping them. But as it was, it is going to be B site in the hands of HellRaisers. Angel just playing around this smoke here. Pete's taken pretty low, but he's going to get sprayed down. Rallen catching him on as Mo tries to push on through Monster with Kucha. But they're all kept at bay. And it is now all on Adrian.
Yeah.
And that will be 12-13. So, HellRaisers, how do they reply? 5 rounds running for eBettle. They will get themselves the AWP now. It's going to be in the hands of Mo. Furlan with an AWP of his own. It's to tie the game up for eBettle. Somewhat surprising, HellRaisers, and probably everyone else watching.
Yeah, and I mean,
unless you're Polish, of course.
The winner of this one will play the winner of Titan Kick as well. So bear that in mind as these final rounds do progress. Looks like Mo goes for a slightly... I keep thinking he's going to go more aggressive on long, but the furthest we've seen him push down is kind of towards restrooms and then back it on up. As the T side have plenty of utility. I see a double molly, potentially. Furlan and Grubby the ones holding them.
So the Furlan's the only man with the AWP, and they've sent him as the distractor at B, just hoping he can land this one shot on Doja through Monster. Doja's not going to peek that angle. So this is a weird use of that AWP. Now he's going to finally come around, but Mo's already answering, and he takes down Rallen, and that's the bomb carrier. Dropped Hyper, I think, was he boosted? I think Hyper needs to boost up and get the bomb. Yeah, look at this stack though from the CTs. 3 of them pushing through restrooms. This is going to be the element of surprise for Grubby. He's not surprised whatsoever. Takes down Adrian. Angel though trying to do something, and he only does 1. Grubby has been instrumental in the last few rounds. Picks up another double. He has been in that kill feed more often than not. As Kucha could catch them. That's going to be a pop flash, but he evades it nicely. Should be able to take 1. That's Grubby then down. Not going to be picking up a 3rd in this round. As Kucha quickly follows. This is back and forth. And Hyper and Pete, they've got health, they've got nades. He's not looking. This could go well. He wasn't looking in the right direction. They fake it out as well. Look at Doja, who's gone for the rotate. And meanwhile, Pete and Hyper, they're going the opposite direction. They're going straight towards B. Doja realizes it. He has to make tracks, has to try and head back in there, but the bomb plant will go down. Now they have a molly to keep him at bay, but Doja catches the cross on Pete. And now it's all on Hyper. The smoke down will help his extraction. He's going to have to dance around that pillar, try and use the smoke, manages to get the spray down on Doja. That molly on point, ducks out of Mo's shot. Mo comes in, Hyper goes huge, gets himself a triple on the round, and ties game up at 13-13. That was such a prominent position from HellRaisers. They had an AWP in that upper area. He had the eyes as soon as that smoke cleared, but using time perfectly, he realized if he got the frag while the smoke still stood, he had that wall, he had that barrier, and could make it into a 1v1. He did, and what a big round there. Coming in for eBettle. 13-13 then. And this one, a little too close for comfort for HellRaisers. The molly is going to come in. That's a sign that things are about to go down and dirty on B. And here we go. The T side flooding in. And it's going to be a big, big battle straight off the bat. Flooding straight around the corner. This is a real tricky round for HellRaisers. They are flat broke. If they lose this one, they're down to pistols. And that's almost a match point. Don't forget, 4-on-3 situation as Rallen gets one down. That was Mo up in sniper. Adrian just off the side, they're not looking. He should be able to find Rallen off the side there. That's the bomb plants are down, but it's another trade, 1-for-1. The boost comes in. Oh, Furlan finds himself the head. He comes around. Furlan gets cut down, but Grubby is there. And eBettle take themselves the lead for the first time in the game. HellRaisers are in real trouble. They're at 3.8k apiece. Are they going to force it? Are they going to save? Because match point beckons for eBettle. 7 rounds in a row for eBettle. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was said. But also, where are HellRaisers? That's a long time without a round. No real break. And it's not like they've found one weakness and exposed it. We're seeing a whole kind of variety
from the T side. And we do see a pause called out, as I think they're probably going to be wanting to do... Was it? It was HellRaisers, wasn't it? I don't want to get that wrong. It was... Yeah, Angel called the pause, so it's going to be HellRaisers who... Actually, it doesn't look like they're talking too much. I don't see many mouths moving. Actually, maybe the one just at the end making the calls.
Just a pause for thought, if anything. Meanwhile, Grubby sitting on 10k, 7k for Pete. They're looking great till the end of the game here. Yeah. Ralling lots of money. Like you say, 7 rounds running for eBettle. Where's this come from? HellRaisers were cruising. They were looking so strong. But as it stands, they're going for masses. They're forcing it. This is real risky stuff for HellRaisers. If they don't make this round count, they are on pistols for game. Yeah, and you know, look at eBettle. They don't look that much happy. I think that's a contrast between when we saw a similar upset happening yesterday with Killerfish. They were crazy hyped. The thing is, if you look across the rounds, you know, the ones that they've won, it's always been down to 1-on-1s, 2-on-1s. It's been very close for eBettle in the last couple of rounds. So HellRaisers are going to feel a little perturbed by the fact that it has gone this close. But all credit to eBettle. Coming out of nowhere, every smashing people aside. Clearly, the teddy bear working wonders. Yeah, and so this is a big one. They have invested so damn heavy into this round, and let's see what eBettle have in response. Throwing out a couple of early Molotovs to try and deter any aggressive plays from the CTs. Of course, that's something we've been seeing more and more of over on Overpass. Aggressive CT start to the round to try and gain map control, try and force the Ts more to bend to your will. Just got 1 nade, 2 flashes. God. That is it for HellRaisers. No smokes to delay things, nothing to slow them down. They're creeping, they're crawling through restrooms. They're going to try and get around the side, and it may work out. Hyper's going to check this direction. Rallen and Pete are with him. And if Adrian... Oh, he caught a glimpse. That's it. That's all he needed, though. But they're going to get a 4-man stack here on A site, and eBettle may need to consider their options here and switch it up. It looks like they might do. Pete's backing down long. Yeah, they made the call as well. Pete immediately told his team. You can see them all hit the brakes as soon as that call was made, saying they know where we are and we know where they are. One of the flashes been used, one of the nades been used. There's only a single flash left for HellRaisers. 1 flash, 1 defuse kit. And I think Hyper is going to be left to be the actor in this one, trying to sell this fake. The smokes did get thrown out by his teammates as well, trying to really catch it. And actually, Adrian just making the call. Here comes Hyper. He's trying to sell it, but I don't think HellRaisers are going to be buying it, as that's going to be big from Fallon. Onto Dosia now, all onto Angel's shoulders to try and keep this one alive. It's not going to happen. Traded out, though, as it into a 3v2. Adrian is going to stay standing as Kucha cooks up something magical. The defuse kit was on Dozier. He's back down at Monster Tunnel, but I'm not too sure it's going to matter because Adrian is the only man standing. He comes around. If he can find a head, no, he cannot. It's match point for eBettle, and HellRaisers are in desperate trouble. They can force, they can pick up a couple of FAMASs, but not a great deal else. It's a M4 for Adrian and a hope and a dream because that's about all he can get. But eBettle, 8 rounds back to back, have just smashed HellRaisers out of the park. And they could finish the game right here. Where have eBettle come from in this map? Incredible stuff. Not forgetting, of course, HellRaisers, they were the ones coming back. They were the ones picking up these amount of rounds towards the end of Overpass beforehand. Angel's going to get caught out by that flash. Does manage to stay safe for just a second before Grubby again with the frags. He has had such an incredible T-half after being relatively middle of the pack over on CT. Now, Cooch is going to be the one to challenge him. Holding that angle, he's probably just going to catch a little glimpse of a toe on that ladder. And he's faked it beautifully. Things are going well for the T side as they are 4 frags away. Mo's knocking HellRaisers into the lower bracket. Here we go, though. Adrian responds. He's got Adrian back up. Mo is there. He's going to peek out. Oh, just a little look. That's all it needed as Adrian gets a team kill on him. Oh, Mo. Actually, the damage, I don't know where that came from, but either way, it's put them in a desperate situation now. 3-on-3. Adrian's backed all the way to site. But this rotate's coming in. Kucha's in a perfect spot. They're not even looking. They're coming in towards Connector without looking down the stairwell. And Kucha finds an easy kill. 2-on-3. Kucha and Dozier back over towards B site. And now I think the fact that Kucha was there has forced eBettle to go to A. And it's going to head them straight into Adrian's M4. Are we going to see HellRaisers claw this one tooth and nail into an overtime? 2 frags needed onto Grubby and Hyper to
get them a step closer to that. That's going to be a start. Adrian with one, probably not going to find the second as time is of the essence. 5 seconds. He can't get to the bomb in time. I don't think he's got the time to get the bomb down. He has to go for frags. It's not going to happen. Kucha with the frag. HellRaisers starting to look hype, starting to look a little more awake as we are going into the final round of main match time.
What a time to wake up, that's for sure. HellRaisers are pushed to the edge, pushed to the limit once again. Can they drag it screaming and kicking into overtime for a second time running on Overpass in the winner bracket? They did it against LGP. Can they do it against HellRaisers? eBettle, sorry. As Hyper pushes on through. They are fast through tunnels. They are fast in towards B. Angel, smoke down, will be vital. He's going to get a look. He's going to get a glimpse, and he's going to slow them down.
There is a flood of terrorists into the site of biblical proportions as they charge on in. It's going to be a 2-for-2 for now. Looking to change that is Angel as actually he gets taken down. And this is looking horrible for HellRaisers. It all rests now on Mo as eBettle are looking to throw this bracket off kilter.
One man from Sniper with an AK. That molly. Oh, it's going to catch, but the bomb plant's already down, and now it makes it really tricky. Pete gets taken down. He's at the back. Hyper in pit, and you can see Rylan just on the bomb. If he shows his head, he will get it blasted off. Mo has to make his move. The clock is ticking. He's got a kit, but he peeks, and Hyper takes him down. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. eBettle go through to the winner bracket.